As an adoptee, I've always kind of wondered what my biological parents were like and if I share any traits with them. But since I was raised by someone else, I also wonder if that is no longer the case. This basically comes down to the debate of nature versus nurture. For the nature part, that would be my biological parents. That basically just means that they provided the DNA for my existence. And DNA is basically just like a blueprint of what makes a person. And since I got my DNA from my parents, I would obviously share some traits with them. Physically, I would look like them, but there might also be similarities in the way we talk or our mannerisms. Nurture, on the other hand, would be my adoptive parents who raised me. And nurture is basically just the environment that one grows up in. And that also has a great impact on how someone grows up. The way that you're raised can affect how well you grow up. If you grow up in an unsupportive home, it's highly likely that you won't be able to succeed, at least not as easily as those who have a supportive home. So I think that the way a parent raises a child can impact the way they grow up by either supporting or inhibiting their growth. As for me, I don't know anything about my biological parents, so I can't say anything about whether or not I'm similar to them. But since they provided my DNA blueprint, it is highly likely that I am similar to them in some ways. But I also think that my adoptive parents have also contributed to who I am as a person because they loved and supported me as I grew up. So which do I think has impacted me more, nature or nurture? For my biological parents, they obviously provided the DNA blueprint for who I am. So I do think that there are possibly similarities between us, but I've never met them and I don't know anything about them. So I can't exactly say anything on that. But for the nurture, my adoptive parents, they have provided a wonderful environment for me to grow up in. And they're the only parents I know. So since I don't know my biological family, I can't exactly say for sure. But since they have both impacted who I am, I do think that they work together in some way to make me into the person I am today. Even though I can't pinpoint what about me is nature versus nurture. So what are your thoughts on the debate of nature versus nurture? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye!